You might think Kristina Mladenovic would have been nothing but delighted on Monday after winning her first match in the first Grand Slam tennis tournament since the coronavirus pandemic disrupted tennis. But her mood was much more mixed. "We got some bad news 2 days ago, and since then I've been living in a nightmare," Mladenovic, who is seeded 30th, said after defeating Hailey Baptiste, an 18-year-old American, at the United States Open. After Mladenovic's French compatriot Benoît Paire tested positive for the virus and was withdrawn from the tournament and isolated in the official hotel, several other players in the field, including Mladenovic, Adrian Mannarino and the French doubles specialist Édouard Roger-Vasselin, were determined by tournament health officials to have had close contact with Paire. But instead of being forced to withdraw, those players were asked to sign a revised agreement to remain in the US Open. Mannarino, a Frenchman who also won his first round match on Monday, said he had only signed on Sunday evening. "I didn't sleep much," he said. "I am drained mentally." The agreement, a copy of which was obtained by the New York Times, requires players to submit to daily coronavirus testing instead of being tested every 4 days, like the rest of the players. It also strictly limits their movements and behavior inside the controlled environment that has been established at the tournament site and player hotel, with even greater restrictions than those already imposed on all players. Players who sign the new document are required to stay in their hotel rooms unless traveling to the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center, and they no longer have access to common areas. No visitors are permitted in their rooms. At the tennis center, access to locker rooms and dining areas is prohibited, and the players who sign the agreement must use separate fitness, training and warm-up areas, and only by appointment. They will still have access to their designated practice court or match court. "It's literally a bubble in a bubble," Mladenovic said. The players who sign the revised protocol are also required to strictly adhere to the requirement to wear masks at all times, both indoors and outdoors, which also includes isolation areas. Though the names of the players who have signed the agreement have not been released publicly, the majority are French, according to a tennis official familiar with the list. L'Équipe, a French newspaper, reported that other players determined to have close contact with Paire include the French men's players Richard Gasquet and Grégoire Barrère. Mladenovic said she practiced once with Paire for an hour in New York. "Obviously we were on opposite sides of the court," she said. She said she also spent 30 to 45 minutes in the hotel lobby playing cards with a group of people that included Paire. "I didn't spend much time with him, to be honest," she said.